Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats because this is happening right now. Just 1 minute ago, a bombshell message from Israel exploded into Keir Starmer's world, leaving him absolutely stunned and the entire Labour Party in total panic. You won't believe the chaos unfolding in Downing Street. Advisers scrambling, ministers whispering in terror, and Starmer himself looking like he's seen a ghost. This isn't just a diplomatic slap. It's a full-on assault that's ripping apart Labour's fragile grip on power. Could this be the beginning of the end for Starmer's regime? The elite are shaking, the people are waking up, and Reform UK is watching with a grin. Stick around, because we're exposing it all. No holds barred, no establishment spin. This could devastate Labour forever. Hit that like button if you're fed up with the betrayal, and subscribe for more truth bombs. Let's dive in. Folks, picture this. It's 7:14 a.m. in London, the fog still clinging to the Thames, and Starmer's probably sipping his posh tea, thinking he's got it all under control. Then, bam, a single encrypted alert pings on his secure line. No fanfare, no warning, just a brutal, razor-sharp message straight from Israel that slices through every layer of that phony diplomatic nonsense. Sources inside Whitehall, yes, the real insiders, not the BBC puppets, tell us. Starmer reread it 3 times, his face turning as white as a ghost. He even asked, "Is this real?" And when his yes men confirmed it, the room went dead silent. Dead silent. This isn't some mild rebuke, people. This is Israel unleashing a direct shot at the heart of Labour's foreign policy disasters. Remember how Starmer's been flip-flopping on the Middle East, trying to play both sides while betraying Britain's true allies? Well, Israel just called him out. Hard. The message, from what our contacts are whispering, slams Starmer for his weak stance on security, his pandering to radicals, and his failure to stand firm against threats that endanger not just Israel, but the entire West. It's short, it's brutal, and it's aimed right at Starmer's jugular. No wonder his advisers were caught staring at their screens in stunned silence. One insider described it as the fastest shift from normal to nightmare we've ever seen. And let's be real here, Labour deserved this. For months, Starmer's been strutting around like he's the king of the world. But behind the scenes, his government's a house of cards. Internal fractures over immigration, energy crises, and that Brexit betrayal that's cost us billions, it's all boiling over. Israel didn't send this message in a vacuum. Tensions have been rising for weeks. Intelligence warnings ignored, allies furious, global pressure mounting. But Starmer's elite bubble convinced themselves it was manageable. Noisy? Maybe. Embarrassing? Sure. But survivable? Ha! What they got was a diplomatic punch to the jaw that has Westminster dissolving into absolute disorder. Ministers who usually move like clockwork are now pacing hallways, clutching folders, whispering into phones like they're in a bad spy thriller. A senior Labour figure, someone who's normally unflappable, stormed out of a briefing room muttering, "This is a disaster, an actual disaster." And if that's what they're saying in the corridors, imagine the sheer panic behind those sealed doors. The first internal briefing, total meltdown. Advisors tried to spitball responses, but every option was a trap. Too soft? Labour looks weak and spineless. Too firm? Risk escalating into a full-blown crisis. Too silent? They seem guilty as sin. Too loud? Desperate and cornered. Starmer knew it. Witnesses say he was rubbing his forehead in that grim, defeated way leaders do when the crisis hits home. It's happening now, folks, and it's glorious to watch the establishment crumble. Now, let's zoom in on the fallout, because this isn't just Starmer's problem. It's Labour's entire rotten core being exposed for the world to see. Within minutes of that message landing, Labour HQ was in scramble mode. Not to respond like leaders, oh no, to figure out what the hell it even meant. Staffers yanking intelligence briefings, legal risks, diplomatic protocols, all while worst-case scenarios flashed across screens. One insider compared it to someone pulling the fire alarm on the entire government. And why? Because Labour was already teetering on the edge. Folks, struggling with those internal fractures, MPs at each other's throats over net zero madness that's bankrupting families, immigration policies letting in floods without a thought for British workers, and that lingering Brexit betrayal where Starmer's secretly plotting to drag us back into EU chains. Israel's message, it's the spark that ignited the powder keg. Intelligence updates dropped mid-meeting like a hammer. International reactions shifting not in days, not hours, in minutes. European embassies demanding clarification. A NATO liaison begging for an urgent call. And even the US, our supposed best buds, sending a chilly, proceed with caution. In Diplo-speak, that's code for, you're on your own, mate. Shivers down spines in that room, I tell you. And inside Labour, fractures burst wide open. Senior MPs forming rival camps, some yelling for Starmer to stand firm, fat chance, others whispering for a sneaky backtrack before it spirals. Loyalty evaporated. One MP overheard snarling, if he mishandles this, it's not just foreign fallout, it's his career. Knives out, people, and Reform UK's Nigel Farage must be laughing all the way to the polls. But wait, it gets juicier. Then came the leak, the one that turned crisis into inferno. A classified memo from a foreign ministry hits the web, hinting this Israeli message isn't just symbolic. It's phase one of a pressure campaign to corner Britain, isolate us, and force a humiliating climb down. If true, and our sources say it reeks of truth, this is strategic warfare designed to destabilize Labour from the inside out. Markets noticed, stocks dipping, investors fleeing, foreign media pouncing, Britain in turmoil, Starmer under siege, UK faces diplomatic shockwave. Cameras swarm Downing Street, reporters hounding cabinet members, analysts speculating on retaliation, diplomatic slaps, cyber probes, economic leverage, and Starmer, caught on camera, entering number 10, with that stiff, hollow look of a man who's toast. No wave, no smile, just pure shock. Leaders only go silent when the ground's crumbling beneath them. Inside the party, rebellion brewing like a storm. Shadow cabinet exchanging furious texts, constituency leaders moaning the government's lost the narrative. A group of senior Labour figures plotting a private confrontation. Tell us exactly what's in that message, word for word, and why we're so unprepared. But the killer blow? Intelligence briefing late afternoon. Deeply concerning, shifts in comms patterns, halts in cooperation. This isn't isolated, it's coordinated, deliberate. By nightfall, it's clear. That message was the first tremor of something bigger, quieter, more dangerous. Cyber probes on government networks, subtle, targeted, fingerprint-free. Diplomatic freezes, allies postponing meetings, pulling from trade talks, cancelling presses with lame excuses. These aren't coincidences, they're signals. Allies leaning back, wondering if Britain's a safe bet or a liability under Starmer's weak leadership. Now, let's talk about you, the real voice of Britain. The public? Absolutely erupting. Protests forming outside Parliament faster than you can say betrayal. Online debates exploding like fireworks. Hashtags trending. Number Starmer stunned. Number Labour panic. Number Israel calls out. MPs flooded with emails demanding answers Labour doesn't have. And social media? A battlefield where the people are finally speaking truth to power. Starmer's sold us out. One viral post screams, "Time for Reform UK to take back control." Another echoes. The anger's palpable. Folks, frustration over Labour's immigration mess, letting in record numbers while British families struggle, net zero policies hiking energy bills to the moon, and that sneaky Brexit reversal. That's a slap to every Leave voter. Reform UK's surging in the shadows, championing British pride, tough borders, and ditching the green madness. Nigel Farage? Imagine him tweeting, "Starmer's weakness exposed. Israel sees through the elite charade. Time for real patriots to rise." Hypothetical, but spot on. The people's fed up with Labour's scandals, from grooming gangs ignored to billions wasted on failed policies. This Israeli message, it's the wake-up call Britain needed. Polls shifting already. Reform up 5 points. In Snap surveys, Labour crumbling. You won't see this on the BBC, folks. They're too busy protecting the establishment. But here on Britain Now, we're giving you the unfiltered truth. Should Starmer resign over this betrayal? Comment below. Let's ignite the debate. Looking ahead, this is no blip. It's a geopolitical earthquake. A second leak claims the message went to multiple governments, but only Britain panicked visibly. Implication? We're the weak link, vulnerable under Starmer. British press pouncing. Tabloids accusing him of sleepwalking into ambush, suggesting UK's a spectator in its own crisis. Public divided? More volatile than ever. And intelligence? Channels going silent. Not shut, just quiet. That's distrust, withdrawal, preparation. Analysts warning Britain could be blind in critical regions. Historically dangerous, folks. What does it mean? Labour's paralysis. Meetings dragging without plans. Half the team wanting a national address to project strength. The other screaming, "It'll make us look defensive." Result? Total freeze. Starmer sat silent for a minute after the briefing, absorbing how this chain reaction's beyond his control. For Reform UK, golden opportunity. As Labour crumbles, populist policies on immigration control, energy independence, and reclaiming British identity will surge. Ties to global conservatives like Trump strengthening. Imagine J.D. Vance nodding approval. This could shatter Labour's hold, unleash Reform's rise. The elite betrayed us. Now the people fight back. So there you have it. Britain. 1 minute ago, Israel's message left Starmer stunned, and Labour in total panic. This bombshell exposes the elite's failures. Weak on borders, betraying Brexit, ignoring the people's voice. But hope rises with Reform UK, ready to take back control. If this fired you up, smash that like button, subscribe for more exposés, and comment, is this the end for Starmer? Please click super thanks to support the channel. Your motivation and funds keep us fighting the establishment. Our next video will blow your mind on Labour's latest scandal. Stay vigilant, stay strong. Britain, now